Hey there guys, a few weeks ago I posted a review or first impressions of the Firebee AR Parka, and one of the things that I came across was that when you actually had the layers needed, if you were using this for outdoors like climbing or hiking, definitely like on expeditions in colder temperatures where this parka would be used, you would have on at least a base layer, probably a thin insulated puffy, and a soft shell jacket like this one, which is the Siphon FL. And the puffy I have on is the Nuclei hoodie. And once you put the jacket on, you'll see that I'm starting to compress the down, and it's hard to put on the parka. So I decided to check out the Ceres SV and the Ceres jacket. Both of them fit pretty similarly. So I'm going to do a little 360 with that. As you can see, it's very constricted, and I'm compressing the down from the inside of the jacket. Now, if any of you guys know, in your opinion, who have tried either the Firebee AR or the Ceres SV, which one is the better choice? Please post your opinions on the comments below. Now I'm going to put on the Ceres SV parka, which is cut more like a traditional parka, and as you can see, it's still pretty puffy, but it doesn't constrict the arms as much. Now, it's much longer as well. It's mid-thigh, and it's about 3 inches longer on the tail, what do you call the drop tail. So it is heavier by about 7 ounces, and I feel that the Firebee AR is a warmer parka, but if you can't layer it or if you're just compressing the down, I think that it would hamper the performance of the parka. So I wanted to kind of put it up on a vote, or what your opinions are on these two pieces, and I'm going to add some footage I took regarding the weights and packability of these two pieces. And basically the Ceres SV is $850 retail, and the Firebee AR is $950 retail. So these are very expensive pieces. The Ceres jacket, which you'll see it later on in the middle of the video, used to be $750 when it came out, but they're going for around $500 or even $450 online, and the only real difference is the hood, which you'll see on the latter part of the video. Anyway, please comment below on which one you think is the better deal or the better performing parka. If you own both or have tried both or just one or the other, please let me know about your thoughts on these two pieces and what you guys recommend. For instance, I've got on the Nuclei, a thin base layer such as the Capitoline, and the Siphon FL jacket and the Siphon SL pants, and we're hoping to go ice climbing this weekend. So please let me know what you guys think would be our great pieces for layering and your favorite soft shell. Alright, please put that in the comments below and enjoy the rest of the video for the specs on these two. So here we have the parkas in their stuff sacks. Right here on the left side we've got the Firebee AR parka in size extra large, the Ceres jacket, which is the original version, and this to the right is the Ceres SV. So the Ceres SV looks slightly larger than the Ceres jacket, and I have a Nalgene bottle there just for perspective. Let's take some measurements. This is the Firebee is about 10.5 by under 6 inches in dimensions. The Ceres is slightly, so about 12 inches by, it's more like 7 inches. and the Ceres SV is just slightly larger than that, 12.5 by 7.5 on the diameter. And let's weigh these things. So we already know that the weight for the Firebee is about 1 pound 11 ounces, and this is with the tags on. So let's say about 1 pound 10.5 ounces for a size extra large. Let's put the it's roughly about 2 pounds 1 ounce for a size large Ceres SV. And then we've got the Ceres jacket, which would be just slightly under 2 pounds for the size large. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and pause this and have the jackets compared side by side. So we've got the Ceres Parkas here. To the left is the Ceres SV in black and the Ceres jacket in orange. Just to go over MSRPs, the Ceres jacket originally came out at $750, and the MSRP for the SV, which is a newer version, is $850. Now the Ceres jacket can be found online. The one we have here is from rei.com, and this came out to be $523 before taxes. And they've got them at moontrail.com for about $509, and on Amazon for around $440 for the green version. Now let's see why what the differences are. According to the website, pretty much everything stayed the same besides the hood has been approved, and we're going to go over that more closely. A couple of changes on the aesthetics, and that's really nice, reflective right there. You've got Gore wind stopper fabric, and as far as I know, both of these sport the N40 or a 40 denier Gore fabric. The N40P wind stopper. It's a 40 denier wind stopper for both of these, and these are not seam tape like the Firebee. They pretty much have the same exact size stuff sack, and weigh about 1 ounce within each other. The big difference is the hood. You've got the cohesive locks here embedded, unlike this one where you've got this type of lock here. The cohesives are easier to use with gloves on, and then you've got the draw cord on the back, which is identical. Baffle design is still the same. Sorry about that, guys. And then the pockets, as you can see there side by side, are still the same as far as I can tell. Now, unlike the Firebee, and I'm going to bring in the Firebee here in a second next to the SV, this does not have waterproof zippers. And I'll bring the Firebee in, compare the lengths. So the Firebee is shorter, as you can see there, about a good 2 or 3 inches shorter. And the Firebee has watertight zippers on the front, the pockets, and you don't have that with the Ceres SV or Ceres jacket. Now, a lot of people have complained about the Ceres jacket that the zippers get undone, and not that I've spoken to these reviewers, they said it gets undone from the bottom, and I'm wondering if they're utilizing the snap lock on the bottom. So when you're belaying, you can undo that and bring the zipper up above your harness. But if you don't want that to be undone, you just snap that and that will lock the zipper. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm very interested in this jacket and the Firebee, and wound up returning the Camison jacket, which Camison Parka, which I featured on that previous video, because it did not have a two-way zipper. Let's go over some of the internal pockets. You've got two dump pockets, and on the orange one this would be white, but it's the exact same pockets, and there's an internal pocket there. The stuff sack will go on the right side pocket, and you kind of just loop it over onto this loop. So you take the string and you put it in there and you stuff it in there. So these are great for gloves. And you've got a draw cord right here to cinch this up around your waist and keep wind or snow out. So pretty nice jacket. Now the Firebee and the Ceres SV are about $100 difference, and I still haven't really made up my mind on which of these are better. I'm leaning towards the Ceres jacket at the moment, because those can be found for about $100 or $200 less than the SV, and definitely about a good $300 to $400 under the Firebee AR. So let me pause this for a second.
So also, one of the things that I did notice is that the reflective patch on the Ceres jacket, Ceres SV, and even the Ceres jacket, is much more effective than the Firebee reflective. As you can see, as soon as I zoom out, the Firebee reflective doesn't work as well. And you've got the same thing going on with the cuff reflective, and the one on the arm on the Firebee doesn't work out as well. Not sure if you guys are sticklers for that. Anyway, a couple of other things in terms of differences. Just want to show you guys the difference in the Loft. Guess it would be better if I fold it down. So there's a bit of a debate. On the Arc'teryx website, their staff says that the Ceres is the warmest jacket, but as you can see, the Firebee AR lofts a lot more than the Ceres SV or Ceres jacket. Now, you do get less pockets with the Firebee AR. You get the two hand pockets, only one dump pocket, and it's not a mesh pocket. So when you put your gloves into this, you will not be able to get rid of that excess water or snow after it melts. Got that internal pocket which has the stuff sack. So with the Ceres, you put in your gloves here and the snow will just kind of melt out. And both are made with 850 fill power down. The difference that I see though when it comes to materials, besides the face fabric, where you've got just the regular polyester wind stopper on the Ceres, you do have that rip stop on the Firebee, which according to Arc'teryx will give you better abrasion resistance. Then what you're also getting with the Ceres in terms of the zippers is that your zipper pull here is just the cord, and it's not even a reflect. I wish they just put a reflective cord on this, just for the sake of having more reflective material. Now you do get this zipper pull that's a little bit nicer, and you get not just the hem adjustment draw cord, you get that on the Ceres. You also get one around the waist, which you adjust through the draw cords near the pockets. They're both made of 850 fill power down, and according to the specs, the Firebee doesn't have anything listed regarding core loft, but I'm pretty darn sure that the baffle on the zipper is core loft. You know, I can tell the difference between down and core loft when I feel it, and they don't have it listed, but I believe, and I'm pretty darn sure, this is core loft right here. So if anybody out there is from Arc'teryx or knows that, they can correct me for sure. But I believe that, and the insulation in front of the mouth would be core loft as well. The biggest difference and comment that they've made on the Firebee is that you do have this wonderful neck baffle that does not come with your Ceres Parka. So, not quite sure which one of these I'm going to keep, or even if I'm keeping either one of them. The prices online, and I figured that I actually can size up on the Ceres even. That way I can accommodate layers better for colder climates. It's a bit snug under the Nuclei FL, so if I decided to have a thicker insulation, let's say going up to Canada or a colder state, then I definitely have to have more layers under this coat. Users have said that these coats do well at -20. So if you use it under that and have to layer a lot more, you'd have to have enough room. And that's where I start to think about the Canada Goose Parka. Not that I'm buying one, but I've tried on the Expedition Parka from Canada Goose, and that thing's really roomy and works well with layering and was built for layering. Both Arc'teryx pieces are pretty trim. Even the Ceres, that's a little bit roomier than the Firebee, is still quite trim when putting on, other insulating layers like the Atom LT, Atom AR, or the the Nuclei FL in this case. So the Nuclei is actually pretty thin, and I'm surprised that I'm getting a little bit of that constriction under the arm. So I may be able to size up. And right now, today, which is January 20, what's today, the 26th, the green version of the Ceres jacket in extra large on Amazon is $3.94. Now you're giving up a little bit of versatility because now it's not as urban friendly on the colors. And living in New York City, though, that's not as big of an issue because I never really wear anything much heavier than the Cerium LT during the wintertime. unless we have those rare days where you've got a single digits and you get wind chills that go down into the negatives, and then you don't really care what jacket you're wearing, you just want to be warm. So nobody cares about fashion at that point. But I do like the black series because it's pretty fashion forward. It doesn't even look much like a technical jacket. So for those of you guys who are looking for a jacket that's pretty much dual purpose, I think it's the less technical looking piece between these two. The fabric on this is much shinier, as you could see, and has a more crinkly sound. They're both pretty crinkly, but it's definitely crinklier. And the zippers on the Firebee AR, because they are watertight zippers, it does kind of pop out more and are more noticeable. So those are just a couple of things for those who are looking for these as everyday pieces. And I think both of them are really great. There's only a bit of a difference when it comes to the volume and the packability and also the weight. So anyway, for those of you who are still watching up to this point, please give me your thoughts, suggestions on my dilemma. I will only be keeping one of these jackets, if any at all. The Arc'teryx Firebee AR is what I've always really wanted, a lightweight piece, but the price point of $950 is just too high, and there's really no source for a sale at the moment because it's so new. Now I found the Ceres SV for around $550 and online, and I found the Ceres jacket for about $510 in black, and I think at that point I'll probably just go for the newer, more improved version for the cohesives. So I'll put those on the notations below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Give me your thoughts on these, and also I'm a little curious, for those who do go ice climbing, how do you layer up, and what soft shell do you guys use, what type of temperatures and climate that you use, that you have in your area. I know some people who say they climb in the Fortes hoodie or just like a midweight fleece, and they don't really use soft shells. And there's some people who swear by soft shells. I've met a couple of people. Met this guy too, fabulous dude from Oregon. I think that's actually his name, the dude, or the nickname is the dude, and he's from Portland, Oregon. And he climbed Mount Everest, so he likes to use hard shells. He doesn't really use soft shells. So for those of you guys who are still watching and do ice climbing, please do give your suggestions on how to layer up and what you guys think the best layers are. And after this weekend, I'll be posting a review of the Siphon FL and the Siphon SL pants. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm sorry that this review was a little long, but I tried to give a detailed review for those of you guys who will be helping me make this decision, and also for you guys who are looking for parkas out there. As always, just here to give you guys as much information as possible and trying to find the best deals out there. So not just myself, but you guys can also save a little bit of money on some top-notch gear. Thank you very much.